Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we are tackling what is probably the single most intimidating part of bringing a piece of nature indoors. Listen, if you've ever stood over a potted plant with a watering can, totally paralyzed by the fear of doing the wrong thing, you are in the exact right place. We're going to completely shift your mindset today and give you a totally foolproof guide to keeping that indoor jungle of yours absolutely thriving. By the time we're done here, you won't be guessing anymore. You'll know exactly what your plants are trying to tell you.
Okay, let's dive into our roadmap for today. We'll hit the number one mistake, the golden watering rule, how to spot thirst, 2 ways to water, and finally, overwatered or underwatered. Section 1, the number one mistake, killing with kindness. So be honest with me for a second. Have you ever loved a plant to death? It's literally the most common story in the book. You pick out this beautiful, tiny little succulent, you bring it home, and you just want it to be so happy. So how do we show that love? Well, by hovering over it with a watering can every single day. And yeah, you can probably guess how that ends. The poor thing just drowns. Overwatering is absolutely, hands down, the number one mistake new plant parents make. We literally drown them trying to care for them. But hey, here's the good news. While it's the biggest issue out there, it's also incredibly easy to fix once you know the secret. We just need a total paradigm shift in how we think about providing that water. Which brings us to section 2, the golden watering rule. Ditch the schedule. So the crucial point here, and if you take literally only one thing away from this entire explainer, make it this, is the golden rule. Check the soil first, and do not water on a schedule. Forget the rigid routines, no more guessing games. We have to actually start listening to our plants instead of blindly following the calendar. Trust me, watering every Sunday is a total recipe for disaster. And here's exactly why those schedules fail. A plant's thirst isn't just some static thing. It is constantly changing based on its environment. Just look at these factors. First up, light levels. A plant sitting in a bright, sunny window, it's going to dry out significantly faster than one tucked away in a dim corner. Then you've got the season. Plants actively drink so much more during their spring and summer growth spurts, and they need way less when they go dormant in the fall and winter. Oh, and pot type is huge. Porous terracotta actually breathes and wicks moisture away, while plastic or glazed pots trap it right in. Throw in hot, dry air from temperature and humidity changes, and, well, you can see why that Sunday schedule makes absolutely zero sense. All right, section 3, how to spot thirst. Become a soil detective. So, we're replacing that calendar schedule with a quick assessment phase. The absolute most foolproof, classic way to do this is simply called the finger test. Literally, all you do is stick your index finger about 1 to 2 inches deep right into your plant's potting soil. If you pull it out and the soil feels moist, or if it's actively sticking to your skin, your plant is totally fine. Stop right there. Don't water it yet. Just leave it alone and check back again in a few days. But on the flip side, keep this in mind. If the soil feels dry and crumbly, it is time to water. You really want to pay attention to that physical texture. Dry and crumbly is your plant literally giving you the green light to grab the watering can. It's a super simple, undeniable physical cue. Now, I get it, maybe you don't want to get dirt under your nails every time. You've got 2 other really great options here. For your smaller plants, try the lift test. You just get a feel for how heavy the pot is right after you water it. Then pick it up every few days. When it feels noticeably lighter, boom, the soil is dry. Or if you want a more scientific approach, grab a moisture meter. You just stick the probe right into the dirt, and the dial instantly tells you if it's dry, moist, or wet. It totally keeps your hands clean and takes all the guesswork out of it. Moving right along to section 4, 2 ways to water, top versus bottom. The real secret to watering, no matter how you decide to do it, is being incredibly thorough. Let's look at top watering first, since that's what most of us are familiar with. Step 1, slowly pour water over the whole surface of the soil until it starts running freely out of the drainage holes at the bottom. Step 2, let the pot sit for a few minutes so it can drain completely. But step 3, this is where so many beginners mess up. You absolutely must, crucially, dump out any of that excess water pooling in the saucer below. I'm serious. Leaving a plant sitting in a puddle of water is the absolute fastest way to give it root rot. Don't let them sit in the puddle. Okay, let's move to and see how this builds our toolkit with a totally different technique, bottom watering.
This is actually a fantastic method because it prevents overwatering and really encourages these strong, deep roots. First, you take your pot, and yes, it absolutely must have drainage holes for this to work, and place it into a sink or a deep tray filled with a few inches of water. Next, you just let it hang out there for about 15 to 30 minutes. It's going to drink that water right up from the bottom until you physically see the top layer of soil turn dark and moist. Finally, take it out of the water, let it drain off, and pop it back in its spot. It's an incredibly effective way to make sure the entire root ball gets evenly hydrated. And finally, Section 5. Overwatered or underwatered? Reading the signs. Now, what's really interesting about this is how you can play detective and cross-reference multiple symptoms to nail down the perfect diagnosis. Plants are actually amazing communicators if you just know what to look for. For example, if you see yellow leaves that are soft and mushy, especially down near the bottom, yeah, that usually means you're overwatering. But if those yellow leaves are crispy and dry around the edges, they're probably underwatered. You've got to look at the whole picture. If the plant is drooping and the soil is wet, it's suffocating from too much water. Drooping and the soil is bone dry, it's just really thirsty. Check out the soil condition itself too. Constantly damp, musty soil means overwatering, while soil pulling hard away from the sides of the pot means underwatering. And finally, check the stems. Mushy, black stems at the base are a classic sign of rot from too much water, while dry, brittle, shriveled stems point to severe dehydration.
All right, you are officially equipped. You know that overwatering is the ultimate trap. You know to throw away that rigid schedule. You know how to read the soil and the leaves, and you know exactly how to deliver the perfect drink. You aren't guessing anymore. You are a full-on active soil detective. So now that you possess the real secret to a thriving indoor jungle, which plant are you going to go check first? Go get your fingers a little dirty, listen to what your plants are telling you, keep exploring, and we will see you in the next explainer.